I'm going to call this video, to be honest with you, and I might not even know until I post it. Sure. But after yesterday's overthinking video, I started overthinking. Can you believe it? But yeah, my mind started going to a whole lot of places, and I think I started realizing that my personality has been altered by grief. Or maybe that was not the realization point, but it was realizing how deeply my personality was altered by grief. And so I think I woke up at 4 a.m. I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, and that thought, it just kept on coming and coming back and coming back. And I ended up posting a reel, a shorts, and a TikTok about it all, because I just felt like for years now I've wanted to gather women that need healing, especially from loss, for us to come together and do something about it. But and I'm pretty sure the day I'm able to do that, something is going to spark. But anyway, let's get into today's video. So I used to feel like I was overdoing it. For a while, I thought I was overdoing it, because sometimes when you are going through something in silos, if it's just you, who's going through something, and you are not within a group of people that are going through something similar, I feel like you might get to a point where you feel like, no, maybe you're overdoing it. Grief for me has been something that's life altering. Well, it's life altering for everybody, but for me it changed a whole lot. I came close to losing my mind. I came close to losing my mind and just losing my wits. And the fact that I did not lose my mind, it's all because of God's grace. It's all because of God's grace. But coming onto YouTube and me starting to share, I then started to connect with a whole lot of women who have been going through something exactly the same, or something similar. Something similar. These days I feel like I can't talk anymore. But also, I'm sitting on the floor because I want to be as comfortable as possible. This whole thing of sitting on the chair, sometimes it really throws me off. So I'm sitting on the floor so I can be comfortable and as genuine as possible. Because no scripts, I'm literally speaking from the heart right now. I realized that I wasn't crazy. That the things that I was going through were normal. But I also realized that everybody's journey is different. Everybody's healing journey is different. And so I think it made me realize that, sometimes the people who judge, it's because maybe their journey of healing in whatever thing that they were healing from was different, and they judge from the point of their experiences, but my goodness. This morning was a hard morning for me. It was a hard morning for me, and it just kept on escalating and escalating and escalating. But it was a hard morning for me, and so I thought that I would share. Well, the book that I was supposed to share today I'm not sharing today. I'll probably share it tomorrow. But today I wanted to share books that are helping me get back to me, because as I was saying, one of the biggest things that grief took away from me was me. I feel like the people who have met me here on the internet, they don't know me. They know Tiselani. They know the grief-stricken Tiselani. They don't know the bubbly. If you think I'm bubbly now, then you don't know. They don't know the energetic bouncing off the walls and jumping up and down and would dance in the middle of a supermarket. They're singing all the time, and I mean all the time and everywhere and anywhere and everywhere, always wanting to sing. If I see a mic, I will go up there and try to sing people's ears off, not because I can, but because I can, because I love to. But they've met the grief-stricken Tiselani, and who has bled on the internet a whole lot, especially because I had a channel, and sometimes I feel like grief maybe comes across as whiny, and it's something that actually kind of like hurt me a whole lot when I sat down and I was really thinking, and I was like, wow, I'm pretty sure there are people who just think that, oh my goodness, that girl is whiny. And the thing is, with me, healing comes from taking things out. I have to talk it out. Like, I have to talk about it. If something starts eating me up, if you see me posting about something or talking about something, it's because it's now kind of consuming me and I need to get it out. And please don't tell me, oh, you just need to go see a therapist. No, I just need a journal to write a couple of words on there. I just need a platform to talk to people, because I know that there are people who are just like me. It's amazing. Today on YouTube, on my short, there was a woman who came through and she said, I am also a 39-year-old woman. I'm also a 39-year-old woman, and I'm a mother of 5, and I've also lost one. Because there are people out there who are going through similar things as you are, and that's why I want to start a community where we can find a place to pefemula, where we can pefemula without fear of judgment, without fear of, oh my gosh, so if you're out here and you're listening and you'd like to become part of that community of mothers, of healing mothers, we are healing mothers. If you want to be part of the community of healing mothers, please hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM or whatever, and we'll see how we go about it next year. But I want to start, and I know I was probably rambling because, as I said, I didn't plan this out. I'm just literally speaking from my heart. All I know is that all of us who are healing from something, even if you're not healing from like a loss of a child, all our journeys are different. And I believe that, if we do have like a community where women do come together, you will find like today I was like, wow, because a woman who was like 39 just like me, had 5 kids just like me, lost one just like me, is out there, so we're going through something similar. Oh, and she said, because I said a line there where I said, because, and I've heard this a whole lot, how do you do it? How do you do it? We have no choice. And she said that it's because we have no choice. You have no choice but to wake up, even on those days where all you want to do is sit in bed and not take a bath. You have to wake up and take a bath sometimes, because you can't be telling that one kid that their pits are a bit hot if yours are hot too, So we have no choice but to be strong for the people around us. And that's where I kind of like, I also got that thing that, this is the right thing to do. Is create a community of healing, not hurt mothers, but healing mothers. But anyway, I didn't want this to be super long. The book 6 and book 7 for today, I I don't know where my copy of What Happened to You is, but these are books 6 and 7 that I read this year. With What Happened to You, I'll try and find a picture and put it up there. With What Happened to You, that's a book that I feel like you shouldn't just be like, oh, I need to finish this in a day. No, I'm gonna give myself 3 days. It took me 2 years to read that book. 2 years, if not 2.5 years. Sheesh, a whole lot of flies up here. It took me 2 to 3 years to finish the book. So it's that kind of book where you feel like, okay, it's a bit heavy for me. You can click out and then come back and click out and come back. But to every mom who is grieving, to every person who is grieving, like whether it's a loss of a loved one, a loss of a child, a loss of your youth, because hey, we do lose our youth. It's something I don't want to get into, but you wake up one day and you feel like, oh, my entire youth is gone and I have nothing to show for it. Whether it's the loss of youth, whatever it is, whatever happened to you, please pick that book up. But as you pick it up, just know that you don't have to like, I need to finish it. No, take it as in bits and pieces. It's a great book. So that's my book 6 for 2000. I hope I'm right. Yesterday we ended up at book 5, right? If I'm not right, then we'll rectify it tomorrow. But that's my book 6, What Happened to You. And my book 7 is A Return to Love. I'm just going to read what it says at the back. Oh yeah. In A Return to Love, Marianne Williamson shares her insights onto how the practical application of love every day can provide an answer. Am I reading it right? Let me start again. In A Return to Love, Marianne Williamson shares her insights into how the practical application of love every day can provide an answer to the problems that confront us. Whether these are in our relationships, in our careers, or our health. The recently updated best-selling guide reveals how we can each take a spiritual, psychological, and emotional journey back to the true inner peace which we were born, and shows how by practicing love we can make our lives more peaceful, loving, and fulfilling. Grief always takes away the peace. It takes away the peace. It takes away the peace in here. Takes away the peace here. Like overall, and as I was saying yesterday that I'm an overthinker. When you add like a whole lot of grief to it, it just goes haywire. And so when I picked this book up, it was all about wanting to restore some calm and restore some peace and learning to love myself again. And this book and the one that I shared yesterday, Authentically You, Authentically Uniquely You, they helped me restore peace. You know, because when you're peaceful, then you're able to heal well. When you're loving yourself, there's something that I wanted to read here. She said, what I learned, so I'm just reading one little piece one of the stuff that I underlined. What I learned from A Course in Miracles is that the change we are really looking for is inside our heads. Events are always in flux. One day people love you, and the next day you are their target. One day a situation is running smoothly, the next day chaos reigns. One day you feel like you're an okay person, and the next day you feel like you're an utter failure. A whole lot. In that whole thing, a whole lot. You know, one day you wake up and you feel like, no, I think I've healed. And you wake up the next morning and you're a ball of tears. You are a ball of tears. You know, one day thinking, no, I'm handling it. You know, I'm handling it. Everything, I've got it. And the next morning you feel like a failure. One day you feel like you are so loved and everything is going well and everything is popping. And the next day you feel like you're everybody's target, you know. It's sheesh. It just, yeah, no, those words like really shook me. They really shook me. But then she goes on to say, what we can change, however, is how we perceive them. I mean, how we perceive these things, and that shift in our perception is a miracle. So my whole the whole of this year I've been trying just to shift the perception, and it's not always, it doesn't always go right, you know. Sometimes I have to vocalize first what I'm going through, like complain. It always comes out as complaints, but I usually have to vocalize what it is that I'm going through. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I've now like purged, and now I need to change my perception, because I cannot live in a place where I'm thinking that I'm everybody's target. I'm not. I need to change my perception, and there's no way that yes, like one day things are like running smoothly and the next it's chaos, and in order to get through all of that, a change of perception is needed. So yeah, book 6 and book 7 is a return to love, and book 6 is What Happened to You by Oprah Winfrey, and yay, Nrebel, I forgot, and but I'll have it up here. Like honestly, I wish, like, I don't know where my copy is. The people that I helped bring to this earth have been messing with my books. So yeah, and book 7 is A Return to Love, and honestly I give both books 5 stars. I give both books 5 stars. So tomorrow we'll be back to fiction again. We'll be discussing a fiction book as book 8. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you for Vlogmas Day. What is it? Goodbye guys.